the Wildcat, and as promised, I did get to sling some paint on here, and I got the, I don't know what color, kind of navy bluish color. I actually used, what is it, field blue with a little bit of sea blue mixed in, and then I used sea blue just to put a because it's basically a two-tone on the very top. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. I'm a big fan of the faded paint look. I think everything, especially a plane, since you know, they were at sea, you know, being baked in the sand in the Pacific and everything, I think everything should be having more of a faded look. But that's just me. That's my preference. But I did get the blue on. Hopefully the shading shows through a little bit, if you can see through hopefully the lights. Try not to put a bunch of lights on everything, but hopefully everything shows through. I did the blue and I faded that out the best I could, and then I went and did the bottom as well with a light gray. And I don't know if it's supposed to have a lot of white in it or what, but I went ahead with sky gray. I thought it was a really close match to it, and for the faded look, and we are good to go on that. So what I got to do next is paint the landing gear struts, the wheels, and just a little bit of details. But before I do that, I am going to go seal it with Future, and I got to go buy some. We were having a discussion on Future. If you see the little sediment in there, and it's kind of tinted just a little bit. I think getting old, and I've had this bottle for extremely long time, so I got to go get some fresh, and we'll talk about the fresh bottle in the next video, because I think that'll be interesting, and you'll be able to see what new Future looks like, because it doesn't say Future on it anymore. But anyway, we'll work on that in the next video. But anyway, Wildcat's getting some paint, and then once I get the coat on, I may paint new decals at the same time. It's just got to figure out what I want to do, if I want to go decals and then paint, or I'll probably end up just painting the landing gear and propeller and all that stuff and get that over with. But anyway, Wildcat is taking shape. The Big E, first thing I did is I got the saucer all assembled. I got it all clamped down. I got the neck clamped, and I got the neck glued on, so we are good to go on that. I got the wires fished through. I got to sand the edges of the neck here, and then shoot a little bit of the paint, and I got to do that on the edge of the saucer. You can see where the a little bit of the paint went through, the black on the inside. There's a seam on here. I mean, it's technically, if you really wanted to sand it off, you probably could. I'm going to leave it. When I built the Constellation, I actually had to sand mine because I actually cut into the hole, so I sanded mine down. But I'm going to leave it because once you get the paint on it, you really can't see it, and it's hardly noticeable. But anyway, I want to, once I get a little farther along here, I'm going to go back in and touch up a few areas, and I'm just going to mask off a few things and shoot a little bit of the TS81 and get everything hunky-dory and should be ready to go. So anyway, that's where I'm on the saucer, just a little bit of touch cleanup, and we'll be ready to, you know, hopefully get more assembly done so we can do the little things, the little details on it that we have got to put on. But got the nacelles together. I don't know if I did that, if I mentioned that last time. I got the main nacelles together. I got the end caps glued on, got the wires in there secured, got them fished out. Right now I'm doing the nacelle pylons. I'm getting them glued and clamped and secured. I'm going to have to actually assemble one side of the pylons to the secondary hole, get everything wired up, and then try to get everything wired up before I can actually, you know, do it assembled and then assemble it, if that makes sense. But anyway, we'll try to show that along the way. But anyway, I'm at the point where I gotta just get these glued in, get them secured, and then I got to do some sanding on the edges of the pylons. And then of course the major problem of this kit is just the pylons itself, is sanding the whole good, you know, 1.5 foot of seam work right there. But anyway, that ain't a chore, and we'll start that next week, and I'll probably be more close to the end of the week, you know, sanding. And I got to mask the front end off, and then primer, sand, repeat. That's what we're going to do on the nacelle. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Very quick update, and a little more assembly on the Big E. So that's what we got going on. We are assembling the nacelles, little clamp duty, and we are slinging some paint on the Wildcat. So that's what we got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.